This is Broderick Young. I'm here on behalf of the Knoxville Bar Association's Judicial Committee. We are doing interviews of judges and judicial candidates for this upcoming election. Judge Jackson, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes, sir. My name is Andrew Jackson VI, and I'm currently the judge for General Sessions Court Division 4 here in Knox County.
Thank you for being here, Judge. We've got 5 questions here, and I'll go ahead and get started. What makes you qualified to serve?
Well, I think, first of all, my experience. I've been an attorney now for, I kind of hate to say it, but 40 years. I've spent time as a private defense attorney. Then I spent a number of years in the Attorney General's office. In the last few of those years, I was in charge of the Sessions Court for the Attorney General's office. In the last 16 years, I have been a General Sessions Court judge. So I think I have a wide range of experience concerning Sessions Court. And so I've pretty much seen all the situations that can come up before a person in Sessions Court. So I think that makes me well qualified to continue with the job of being a Sessions Court judge here in Knox County.
All right. What do you consider, to the extent you haven't already mentioned, I guess, what do you consider your greatest strengths?
Well, I think sort of like I said before, is my experience and knowledge of the law that I've accumulated over the last 40 years, especially concerning practice in Sessions Court. You know, you just see so many different situations in Sessions Court because you handle such a volume of cases. And I've experienced, I think, most of the situations that's like to come up in the future, I've already seen in the past. And so I think that makes me qualified to handle those situations. I have the experience to do it. I've seen it before. I know different results that can occur. I think that that's my greatest strength, I believe.
Okay. And they've asked us to include here, what about weaknesses?
Well, I've thought about that. That's always sort of a hard question to answer when you're talking about yourself. You know, you should talk to other people, find out what my weaknesses are. But I think sometimes I lack a little patience. Sometimes I get frustrated on the certain aspects of the court, and that's probably my I think my greatest weakness. I've been working on that, and I think since I've become judge, I've gotten better at that. But I want to say I still don't get a little mad sometimes.
That's understand. I get it. What have been the most effective methods for improving court procedures and efficiency from your point of view?
Well, as I said before, you know, Sessions Court, we deal with thousands of cases a year. And so trying to work to get all those things, all those cases handled in an efficient manner quickly, but at the same time, giving everyone a chance to get a fair hearing, treating everyone the same. You know, that's just a challenge that you face in Sessions Court. And we've worked, you know, one thing when you become judge, you find out that everything's interconnected. So if you're going to change anything in the court, there's lots of interconnected people involved in it, lots of stakeholders. You have, of course, the judges, the DAs, the defense bar, the clerk's office, the sheriff's department, the police department, IT, the mayor's office. And so that's, you have to work with everyone. So I think sometimes people get frustrated in the pace of change. But it's just because so many parts are involved. You have to get all those to work together. And I think that when I first became judge, we rearranged the way we handled arraignments. I put those in different courts to try to speed things up, keep people in jail for the least amount of time before the case could be heard, just expedite matters as best we could. And I guess maybe the only good thing to come out of this COVID pandemic is it forced us, I think the Supreme Court of Tennessee took the lead on this, but, you know, beginning moving into more audio visual ways of handling the docket. I think that's what we're kind of going to going for now, and hope to see more in the future of getting that to help move our cases faster in a more expeditious manner.
All right. Going forward, what additional improvements would you recommend for the future of our judicial system?
Well, just picking up what I said there, we right now we struggle with our video court in that we only have 2 feeds from the detention facility. We have a male feed and a female lead on our video, and we share that with criminal court. And so 3 days a week they get it first, then we get it in 2 days. We get it first, and they get it, and it's just a slow process. The lawyers are lined up trying to get on the phone to talk to their clients. It's slow. We've been fortunate the county commission approved funding for an audio-visual building at the detention facility, which is we hope to be completed in the next month or 2 and get online. It's going to increase dramatically how many feeds we have, and I hope that will make it more efficient and that we can proceed with more cases using the video court, and it'll be faster. I know some attorneys, defense bar especially, has some concerns about, they don't want their clients' rights trampled on anyway. We're working hard to make sure that doesn't happen. Now, people still come to court. Most people still come to court, but there's some matters that you don't need, the defendant does not have to be in front of the judge to have their cases handled. You have status, just checking on the status of a case. Is this person, how's their treatment program gone? Has there been a mental health evaluation completed? Things of that nature. So it saves time, saves the sheriff's department a lot of money, and not having to transport those people over. Plus safety issues. Anytime you're on the road, bringing people from out in East Knox County into downtown, there's safety issues involved. And so I hope that we're going to get that up and running here very shortly. And I hope that's going to be a big improvement in what we see now.
What is the biggest challenge you see facing the court?
Well, as I've mentioned before, in Sessions Court, I think the biggest challenge is always the volume of cases that we handle. We just have so many cases, and you got to be careful to make sure everyone's case receives the attention that it deserves, whether it be a speeding case or a murder case. Now, you look at the whole picture, of course, the murder case is more important than the speeding case. But if you're the person charged with the speeding ticket, your case is pretty important. And so you need to feel that you come to court, the judge and the prosecutor and everyone who's involved gives you your individualized attention that you deserve for your case, and you leave the court feeling that you were heard, you got a fair shake. And so I think in Sessions Court, that's just the problem we always had, and it's probably going to continue because there's just such a high volume of cases.
All right. Who are your judicial role models and why?
Well, I have 2. I would say Judge Bobby McGee and Judge Jeff Emery. They were both appointed to the bench shortly after I became in the Attorney General's office. And so I practiced before them for many, many, many years, and then had the privilege of working with both of them after I became a judge. Judge McGee, not that long, because not long after I became judge, he went to criminal court. But their demeanor, the way they handled themselves in court, the way they respected everyone before them, that just is something I strive to do. I don't think I'm nearly as good at it as they were, but that's my goal.
All right. And now it's time for the 1-minute closing statement.
Well, I'd just like to say that I appreciate the opportunity I've had to serve Knox County the last 30 odd years, first in the Attorney General's office and now as Sessions Court judge. I think I've handled myself in a manner that the citizens of Knox County can be proud of. And I intend to continue to do that, to provide everyone equal justice, give everyone a fair shake, treat everyone with respect. And I appreciate the opportunity I've had in the past. I look forward to serving Knox County again in the future. And I really do appreciate that opportunity.
Thank you so much for appearing and doing this, Judge. And I think with that, we're concluded.
Okay, well, thank you very much.